Hello viewers, in today's video, we will try to learn literary devices and literary terms in English and English literature. You all know literary devices and literary terms. These two things are very important in literature, and these kind of questions are often asked in many exams, including entrance test and NET and SLET exam. So without further delay, let's begin the video. So our first literary device is alliteration. But before moving on to that, let's try to know what is literary devices. Basically, literary devices, these are specific language techniques which writers use to create text that is clear, interesting, and memorable. So that is called as literary devices. Clear? Okay. So our first uh, literary device is alliteration. Now, what is alliteration? In alliteration, uh, it is often seen that consonant sound is repeated at the beginning of the words or within words. And it is also used to establish mood and rhythm in a story. And true alliteration has three words beginning with the same sound. Two words beginning with the same sound would also be called as alliterative or alliteration. This kind of thing you will get in poetry, in not only in English poetry, but also you will get in other literary field also. For example, let's see here, bucking bronco, miserable morning, bad bath, and beyond. So this is an example of alliteration. Now let's try to know another literary device, and that is allusion. Now what is allusion? Allusion, it is a reference in one story to a well-known character or event from another story, history, or place. Okay, means to portray something, you have brought an incident from other contexts, and you are trying to intermingle that uh, symbol or that incident. So that will be called allusion. In literature, many writers, they use allusion in poetry, allusion in drama, allusion in novel. So let's try to know now one instance. Example is the rise of the baseball team from last place to first was a real Cinderella story. At times, teachers need the wisdom of Solomon to make decisions. So this is a illusion. Okay. Now, what is ambiguity? Ambiguity, this is also a literary device. Ambiguity, it means when a single event or expression can mean two different things to two different people. Okay. For example, the teacher has said one thing, but uh, the girl student and the boy student, they both the parties had understood differently. So that will be an ambiguity. Okay. For example, let's see here. When it is announced that another baby is on the way, father has remarks that could create some problems. He means problem with money, but his young son thinks, you are right, dad, I don't want to share my room and toys with anybody. So there is a kind of ambiguity in literature. Another is analogy. An analogy is comparing one thing to another very different thing in order to explain it better. So often our teachers, our friends, our parents, some members of our society, they try to compare one thing to another that is very different thing in order to explain and in order to understand it. So that is called analogy. For example, a school is like a garden, or you can say a school is like a temple where children are lovingly raised and cared for. The rabbit shot from its hole like a rocket. The confetti fell like a snow in a blizzard as the parade passed through the city streets. So these three analogies are all written as similes. Now, what is aphorism? You must have heard this. If you have not heard, then you have to know about it. Apart from my video, you have to also do deep ground research or deep research. Then only things will be clear for you. So what is aphorism? It is also a literary device. Aphorism is a brief statement expressing some truth as shown is a story, and it can be a moral or proverb or maxim. That is called aphorism. For example, don't count your chickens before they are hatched. Everyone is afraid of something. Don't make a big fuss if someone is not like us. Okay. Another thing is caricature. What is caricature? Caricature, it is an exaggeration or distortion of a physical trait or behavior to make a character appear comic or ridiculous. For example, her nose was needle sharp with nostrils as small and black as a mouse's eye. So many times we use caricature to express our idea and attitude and thinking. So that's it for this video.